Hey, how's it going? Joe here, CEO and founder of National Business Capital. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 7 things that underwriters are looking for when taking out business financing. So first off, credit. I mean, it might sound obvious, but your personal credit, no matter what you do today, whether it's personal or business, everyone's looking at your personal credit. It's really just to gain a snapshot. In business financing today, you're going to want to have at least a minimum of a 600 FICO. There are options out there if your score is less than 600, and that's okay. A lot of business lenders and myself understand that you sacrifice your credit building your business. It's completely understandable. It'll make your life easier having good credit. So if you've had some challenges, I recommend working on it, and you want to get that cleaned up, and it won't just clean itself up on its own. That's important to understand. The next up is going to be time in business. Lenders love to look at time in business. The longer the time in business, the more comfortable they feel. So if you've been in business for 1 to 2 years, that's usually the bare minimum, as long as you're doing really solid and decent sales or revenue. Once you start hitting the 5-year, then 7-year, and then 10-year mark, that really puts you into really great territory when applying for financing. But there's great options available, and just because someone's been in business longer than you doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to get a better approval, because they're looking at all of these things that I'm talking about and taking them all into account, which is making up their approval. So next up is cash flow. It's really, how are you managing the cash in your business? And a lot of lenders today, they want to see how much money you're keeping in the bank, how you manage that money. Lenders do look at that and will take it into account. And to be honest, if you're managing your cash flow really good and you're crushing it in sales, but you've had a shorter time of business or you've sacrificed your credit, they'll favor the cash flow over credit and your time in business. So it's something to really keep in mind. Next up is profit. So yes, lenders are going to look to see if you are profitable. Now, if you're looking for anything under $250,000, even $500,000, and even sometimes greater, lenders can look past if last year wasn't a profitable year. And obviously, with moving past COVID and everything like that, lenders are all taking that into account. So you're in good shape there. If you're not showing a profit, there's plenty of options out there where you can get approved for a business loan. But obviously, the more profit you have, the better it is, the more secure it is. So you definitely want to make sure that you're showing a profit. Next up is your industry type. So there's not a one-size-fits-all lender. It's so important to understand that. That's why we have over 75 lenders on our platform here at National Business Capital, because if we only worked with one, we wouldn't really fund a lot of transactions. Not some lenders love certain industries over others. You want to make sure that you're applying with the right lender that favors your industry. Some lenders are just more skilled at underwriting contractors. Some love looking at medical. Some love IT and tech. Some don't understand IT and tech. Some love manufacturing and some don't. And the list goes on and on and on. So it's really important that you're matching your application to the right lender. That's super important. And next up is use of funds. So use of funds, what does that mean? It means, what are you using the funds for? When you're borrowing that money, lenders want to understand what your use of funds are. And they love to see that you're using financing, and you should be using financing for things that are going to grow your business and drive more revenue and ultimately profit. So whether it's marketing, hiring, buying more inventory, reselling more, moving into a new area, adding additional product or service, expanding, you want to be using financing for things that are going to grow your business so you can scale up to that next level and more than afford the financing that you took out. And last but not least, ability to repay. So lenders are only going to give you the amount of money that you can afford to repay at the time of taking out that financing. If you're at a place where you're not getting approved for as much money, I recommend taking whatever it is that you can get, but make sure you're putting that money to work into things that are going to grow and scale your business. And then as your business scales and grows, you can go back to most lenders and have them reevaluate your business, your sales, and apply and ask for additional financing. I hope you found this video helpful. Again, lenders look at all these things and sometimes even more. These are just the top 7 things that lenders look at when they're evaluating your loan application. So it's very important to put focus onto those things. And it's really good to understand that lenders are always changing their guidelines and the way they look at your business. That's exactly why National was founded. We have over 75 lenders on our platform, and you can apply in one simple place and get matched to the right lender. Again, thank you for watching this video. I want to wish you nothing but success in growing and scaling your business, and make sure you keep growing. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon. Take care.